Welcome to another edition of Mr. Walker's podcast with your host, Mr. Walker. We are back for a new fucking season. I'm gonna clap it up by myself. Yeah, I wanted to jump right into this. I had a lot of shit that I've been dealing with mentally, and honestly, I've been going through it. Been having a lot of thoughts. I don't feel like I was comfortable enough to talk to anyone about. So I said, you know what? This gonna be that episode that I'm gonna bare my soul. And I hope, people out there could feel the shit that I've been going through, because they probably been going through the same. Here we are. I've been having or second guessing, or you know what? No, I've been tightening up my circle with a lot of friends. I've been cutting some people off, not completely, but just having less and less conversations with people because I feel like I'm on a different journey. It's just that I'm trying to do something different. So I haven't been speaking to a lot of people, and it's like I said, it's just about business. Like, everybody can't go. If you're not on the same wave that I'm on, then I gotta keep it pushing. And this podcast thing is me right now. So, but another thing I've also learned is through the years, I have distanced myself or taken a back seat from other people that I felt like I admired or were closer friends to me would talk shit about. Like, I've had certain friends that brought something to my life, but because other friends didn't approve of them per se, they might have thought that they were punks or they were broke or whatever. I would start to distance myself from these particular people. But in order for you to have a tight circle, a loving circle, and trust, you should be able to see the value in everyone, right? Yes, this friend might not be what I am, but he adds to my life. He adds value to my life. I see something in him that you don't see, and I enjoy it. Like, for instance, we're gonna say a name, throw a name out there. My co-host Juice. A lot of people, even some people that were friends with him, didn't see him being my co-host because they see me. They know how I am, whatever they think of me, right? And it just didn't match. But outside the podcast, what Juice provided me was a sense of trust. I could fucking exhale with him. I didn't feel like I had to be on my toes all the time, or he would even steal from me or whatever, steal money, my mind, whatever. It was just genuine. So I was always relaxed around him, opposed to people that I had to be on my P's and Q's for. Like, those people, I realized through the years, I don't need to be around. If I feel like I gotta be on my toes all the time with you, or I can't leave you in my house without anything being taken, what the fuck are we friends for? I don't care how many years we've known each other. If I can't trust you with my life, what's the point? And your friends are a reflection of you, no matter how you cut it. If your man ain't shit, people look at you like you ain't shit. Trust me. What's the connection? We all grow up, right? And we all change. They say every 3 to 5 years you change. If your man that you've known forever is still doing the same shit, what's the point of y'all being friends? One of my guys, C Hop, tells me all the time that I'm able to draw the line in the sand. Because when when it's over, it's over. But I'm not the type of person that'll just cut you off just because. Like, we would have had several conversations where I'm telling you, like, yo, dog, that's not conducive for what we have going on. You gotta kind of change the way you moving around, like, because you my man, I'm your man, and we are a reflection of each other. Yeah, that's all. I could go deeper and deeper into the friendship, but I'm trying to get to it. conversations that I have should remain between me and this particular person. And whoever I'm having a conversation with, it shouldn't be amongst other people. And once that starts to happen, you gotta cut the fat. You have to. Another thing is, I've had this conversation just recently. Traditional love. Nowadays, people aren't falling in, I feel like people aren't falling in love for the right reasons. Our grandma and grandfather love, it doesn't exist anymore. You had to love this man unconditionally before they were even married. It was a chance at that time that man might not make it back in the house. So you had to spend every day like it was your last day with him. Even if you were mad, you had to tell him, yo, I love you, walking out the door. Pack his lunch anyway. A lot of women nowadays, they want that traditional love, but they're not traditional. You want me to be the man of your dreams, right? But you're not pouring into me to make me be that man that you want. It's a give and a give, not a give and a take and don't pour back. It's reciprocation. In order for you to get traditional love, you have to be traditional. Stop showing your ass on Instagram every picture you take. Stop being seduced by the power of social media. You don't have to show people that you got that fat ass. I know you do. I love who you are for me, not for the rest of the world. If you want traditional, change your non-traditional ways. If you want a man to love you for you and really pour into you, you need to pour into him so he could be the man that you need him to be for you. Ladies, you know a good dude, just date him. You'll find out his core values. You know when a motherfucker is inviting you over after 10 p.m., what's there to do after 10, 11 o'clock at night? But to spoon and cuddle and watch movies, and hopefully he finds your fucking head in his lap. Or he kissing on you, and whatever the case may be. Not to say that that can't go down prior to that time in the day, but motherfuckers always inviting you over past a certain time. You know what that is. Come on, man. He exercising that slut muscle. He trying to. If you want traditional, you gotta be traditional. Everything about you gotta be traditional. Motherfuckers is smart. I could read through the bullshit. Every other picture, you got 3 pictures on your page, slides, right? First picture is from the front, the second picture is the side, the third picture is the back. You want me to be traditional? My grandmama didn't show her ass on social media. My grandmother and grandfather stayed married for 40 fucking years. Social media wasn't around. If you want traditional, let's get back to the traditional ways. In every aspect. Date me traditionally. Date me exclusively. Pour into me. Let me know what you need from me. Make me believe you. And I could be the best man that you need me to be. When you're dating a man, he knows the strength of a woman. Listen to this one. Every man has been through this type of situation where it was a little boy in the neighborhood that was probably disrespectful. When your moms came home from work, he was probably cursing. She told him to stop, he wouldn't stop. And your mom's probably used you to calm him down. She probably either said, I should go get my son, or she said, you know what, that's not my child. Came in the house and said to you, this little boy is being disrespectful outside. I should have came in the house and got you. Even if you knew who he was and you didn't think that you could beat this little boy's ass, because your mama said that she should have came and got you, you believe that you could whoop him. Yo, the power, the strength. That's why little boys and their moms, the relationship between little boys and their moms is different. And ladies, y'all need to take a page from that book. You possess so much power that you don't even know, that a lot of women are using for evil. You looking for love? You gotta give it. Make a motherfucker believe you are love. Pour into the man. Not to say that the man is not gonna pour back into you, but real recognize real. Let's stop playing the games. Stop being seduced by the fucking power of social media. You understand what I'm saying? This love between me and you is real. You gotta fucking share the space with my mama. Those are big shoes to fill. You understand? That's just being real. Like, mama love is mama love. To share that space, you gotta pour into me and make me believe that you could love me just as much. Put me on a pedestal like you want to be put on a pedestal. Talk about me amongst your friends. Tell them how I make them fucking pancakes fluffy or those eggs just the way you like them. Brag about the things that I do well. Because you really enjoy them. Not because. We not comparing men. Like, talk about me like you want me to talk about you. I thought all women were nurturing. Shit, I also said I thought all parents were nurturing. That's a crazy one for me. Because I'm gonna try not to choke up on this one. But I feel like, and this isn't even about like, I don't want y'all to take this the wrong way, right? Like, even if I do choke up, because this is, you know, sensitive, and I feel some type of way. I feel I'm overwhelmed with love when it comes talking about this woman. But and not even my mother. But my mom's, I realized how much shit she had to get through in order to be my mom and my brother's mother. And the struggles and the battles that she went through to be what she needed to be for us. So when my mom, it was a point that my mom's couldn't take care of me. It was a point that my mom's couldn't take care of me. And my mom's had to hand me over to my grandmother. Like, for me, like I know that, personally know, like, the power of, like, somebody unconditionally loving you. Like, when I came there, I'm used to a certain lifestyle, and then having to share, or just like my grandmother, I slept in my grandmother's bed for like a whole year, where she would bathe me and put me in a bed, and we would watch Jeopardy and all of the other shit, and I could feel like the love. I know that unconditional. Yeah, and y'all could say like, oh, but that was your grandmother. But you know what? I had shit with me because I was so used to my mom living a certain way, or me living a certain way, and then now it's just not that way anymore. And then wondering when my mom was gonna come and get me. Even though I enjoyed this shit. My grandmother struggled trying to provide. But we didn't know that we were struggling until we got out the house and seen other people. Because in the house, it was a fucking party every day with my cousins. So, you know, I know the strength, I know the power of somebody telling you that they love you and showing you. Especially woman to man. Right? I know what my grandmother provided. My grandmother made me think that I was that guy until she passed. She seen it in me early, and she made me fucking believe that shit. Nobody will ever be able to tell me that I'm not the one. And I'm not saying that to like make myself, I struggle with a lot of shit. That's part of the reason why I stay my black ass in the house. I don't want no parts of the outside world. Let me do this. Let me get this shit out to the world. Y'all check me out. This is Mr. Walker's podcast.